Morning everyone, Ghost Gen 3 here. Just thought I'd share a little tip with you guys. Something that happened to me, it's happened to me a ton of times, but lately it happened when I was hiking in the mountains and at the range also. And obviously you know what these are, Boonie Hats, which most of us have. I've always loved them for the outdoor thing because I'm an outdoor guy. And then you could squeeze them, put them in your pocket. They're still good. I mean, just all around pretty good hats to wear to protect you from the sun and other elements. And anyways, one of the things is what I ran into is high winds, and it can happen to you with ball caps. I wear ball caps sometimes, but I mainly like my beanies and my Boonie hats right here. So God knows how many times I was laughing because I was chasing my Boonie hat in front of the trail in the mountains. And you know, here's one to show you, but my other one. Now, the one thing, they're great. I mean, they're inexpensive. There's some that cost in their 20s, maybe a little more for whatever reason, and they're a little, maybe better quality. But most of the time you get these for like $7 or something like that, 10. Pretty inexpensive and affordable. But anyways, here's what I was going to show you. Let's get to the point here. Most of them come with pretty much this. I'm not going to say all of them. So you can see this little leather, I don't know what you want to call it, like a lock. And so basically, you know, when you put it in your head, this is your head, you naturally use this little leather to tighten it. Thing is, when there's strong winds, it's blowing this back, or if it's from behind you, it's blowing this way, or even from the side. And this would be under your chin, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, it just, your hat flies off and you're chasing it down. It's hilarious. And it keeps going, so I was kind of laughing that day. Anyways, then you also know you can turn your Boonie hat this way, so you could wear it like this. And obviously I have Velcro on both sides to put patches, any kinds of things I want. But basically, you know, even this way, the wind's going to take it. That's just the way it is. So I came up with a little idea. It would take a genius to figure this out. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done something. So I'm going to show you on this one in a second, but I'm going to show you the finished product. You guys know what these are. These are cord locks. They come in a little ball-like, and they come flat like this. They come in many different shapes and sizes. As you can tell, you put the string through here, and it's spring-loaded. So once you let go and it's through, it'll stay. Now this is a little tie, plastic tie. You can use different ones, and I'll show you the idea. But basically when it goes in, this is what's going to happen, and it's going to be in there pretty good like this. So you're going to need a cord lock of some type, or anything else you can think of that's similar. One plastic tie. This one's about 7 inches, you know, but you can use smaller ones. The length is not going to be important right here. It could be 3 inches if you get the small one. So I just happen to have this one lying around, so I'm going to use this because I'll be cutting it. And then something to cut it with. These are just little plastic type cutters that I have, but anything is going to do just to cut this plastic tie. So this is what the finished product looks like. When you're done like this, it's going to look like this. As you can tell, I left the little leather lock, that's what I'm going to call it, right here. You can cut this off if you want, but what I noticed is if you leave it on, if that's what your Boonie hat has on, what it does, it helps stabilize this, and it stays where it's at. So if you want to raise this a little higher, you know, against your chin, and then move the cord lock, obviously, you know, press down on it and let it go where you want, so it kind of is softer to your under your chin. So I would recommend leaving it if you have that there, depending on what they have. I think I've seen some with a bead there actually, but it's not spring loaded, it's just a bead, so it kind of defeats the purpose. You can still add the cord lock after the bead. Now here's what I did with the safety tie right here. It's basically put it in here. Now I'll demonstrate, but I just want to show you the finished product. So I cut it down to size. You could see, there we go, right there. And the reason I did this, you could add just a cord lock. But what I noticed is if you're going to be putting it with gloves on, or you wanted to wear your Boonie hat like this, and with this up here, sometimes as you're adjusting, it's going to come off, and you're going to lose the cord lock, or especially out in the outdoors or somewhere where naturally that's where it's going to happen, and it's just going to come off. So I needed a barrier. You could actually use a key ring, you know, because I thought of that too, instead of this, and just put a key ring like you have in your on your keys, and put that there, and it'll block the cord lock from escaping. So that's just another idea, but I thought this is just smaller and easier. So now, as you can see here, this cord lock's not going over. I cut it right here on this plastic tie, and look at it, it's not going nowhere. I'm not going to lose it, so I'm happy about that. So this is what the finished product is going to look like. Now I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Doesn't take a genius. It's pretty easy and inexpensive. I bought the cord locks at REI, the outdoor store. I'm sure a lot of arts and crafts stores have these kind of cord locks, and maybe smaller. I have one that's round like a little bowling ball, or marble I should say, but I preferred using this flat one. So here we go. Basically, just lower this lock, the leather lock, down. Now you're going to have this right here, and sometimes it's a little hard to go inside, but I'm going to show you an easy trick too. Some cord locks are even stronger spring-wise, so some of you may not have the strength. Most of you should, but I'm sure you can get some ideas or pliers or something you can use to squeeze it down. So a good way sometimes when you're trying to put this through, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. It's not that hard. So just use this plastic tie right here. Pretty simple. And you're going to use it, you could use a toothpick, you could use anything. So you're just going to put this plastic tie right here on this part, just nice and snug. You're going to take the cord lock, you're going to push down, and you're going to push this in. Voila, done. Open it up a little bit, slide this out. You just got your cord lock right in. Pretty simple. I do that for some of my weapons bags or outdoor jackets where I have ties and I'm using cord locks. Super easy to use something like this or similar to get it into the cord lock. I have some cord locks that are, man, those springs probably belong on guns, they're so strong. But anyways, here you go. Here's the leather cord lock. And now what we're going to do is put this plastic tie on. So all you do, make sure you use the end right here, because you're going to go, see that end right there? That's how it's going to go. That's the only way it works. It doesn't go in this way. Probably can, but you always want to go in this way. So the outside here, that's how you're going to do it. This way is the wrong way. So all you do is put it through here, and you're going to hear it, and just go all the way down, nice and tight. And then now you're going to get part of it cut here. Alright, the rest I could show easy. Now you don't want this, it's very pointy, it could, you know, cut you. So cut it right to the end. There we go. Now, if this, you know, I would carry some spares with you when you go hiking or anything else like this. These are real inexpensive, these little plastic ties, and you can get them at all kinds of places. And Harbor Freight, really inexpensive there to get a whole packet, different sizes too. Yeah, so there it is. Look, you can shave this down a bit too if you want. It's still locked. Sometimes you go too far, it'll come off. Just get another and redo it, because it can be a little sharp here, or put a little tape or something, glue, a little dot of glue. But I would recommend just shaving it a little bit, just because this is sharp. But it's not really gonna cut you or nothing like that. I mean, look, I can play with it with my fingers. So now you know. Look, it won't escape. It won't lose your cord lock. So basically now, just get your. And by the way, when it's not even like this, you know, the whole thing, all you do is just pull this, loosen the cord lock, and loosen this, and then just get it right to the center. You're going to pull one more than the other. It's not that hard. It's just evening the whole thing out. Once you have it evened out, you can adjust it how you want. There you go. So basically, put this on here. This is what it'll look like right here. And basically, let me fix this. Sorry about the camera guys and girls here. Alright, so all you're going to do now is just take this, grab from the end, move the leather one up here, you know, kind of protect your chin. Move the cord lock, and I'm telling you, this thing is so snug. Look at this. I mean, it's snug. This is not coming out from the wind. Wish I had this a couple weeks ago and a week ago also. So you can loosen it up, and this still stays here. So I recommend leaving this here if you have it. If not, it's not a big deal. This cord lock's pretty Pretty easy. So that's one way, and then of course I want to put on top. I'll show you in a second. So as you can see, hopefully you can see. There we go. So now you have, there we go. Now you have it up here for the guys that want to wear that day. You want to wear your Boonie hat this way. So it's pretty simple. Anyways, I just wanted to share this with you. Like I said, now I look forward to the winds. I'm not going to have a problem with the wind now, not with this cord lock. So you think they'd come with them, but hey, keeps the price down. It's good enough for me. And anyways, this is all you need. Like I said, your cutter, some type of cutter, your plastic tie, a cord lock, of course, and you're good to go. And now you have a Boonie hat that will not leave your head in the wind. So anyways, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video and that little tip on the Boonie hats, and good luck. Take care. Enjoy your outdoors. God bless.